Hey, what's going on, guys? I'm Dr. P, and welcome back today for a brand new Fortnite Battle Royale video, and thanks so much for stopping back by. Now, in today's video, guys, I want to talk about a lot of different things, including the new content update that went live this morning, as well as developments on the ever-expanding Season 7 storyline. I've got everything you need to know, so make sure you stick around, drop a like, and subscribe. Shout out to the Fruit faction for continuing to use my support a creator code in the Fortnite item shop. If you ever decide to buy any skins, V-Bucks, Battle Pass tiers, literally anything, throw my code on there, send me a screenshot, and I'll get you a shout out in an upcoming video. So today we got a new content update, version 7.2, and two of the main points of this update were porta fortresses, as well as the grapplers. The grapple guns have been vaulted. I can definitely understand why they were vaulted, but at the same time, I love the grappler. I felt like it created a pretty distinct skill gap, if you use it strategically. Obviously, a lot of people were using it to not build at all and then just fly right up to the people. But at the same time, I kind of feel like this was a good item. I'm kind of sad to see it go. I'd love to hear what you think about the grappler. And the other part of that, the Porta Fortress, it's not like that's anything I routinely used or even used at all, really, so personally, I don't really care about that, but I'm sure there are a lot of people that like to use it because it was a cool item. At least there's still the Porta Fort, the plain old original. Something else new with this update is the sneaky Snowman item, and basically it says you can become a master of disguise. Let me break down how this works. You basically get an item, you pick it up out of a chest or looting it as you normally would, and then you can throw down a bunch of snowmen, and then you can literally become one of the snowmen. It's very similar to the bush. Think of it as a much better bush. And finally, once you're done placing your snowmen, I think you can actually throw down 5 per drop. You can become one, and so now the enemy is confused, first of all, if there's anyone at all in any of the snowmen, and 2, if he knows there is, which one do I shoot? And if I start shooting the wrong one, he's just going to start shooting me and get a clear shot. So it's definitely an interesting item. I'm not sure how it's going to go over. Definitely let me know what you think about it though, and if you've used it at all, I would love to hear your feedback. There's going to be a new exclusive bundle for Fortnite, so it just came out recently. Epic Games has partnered with Honor to release an exclusive new skin to those who purchase the upcoming Honor View 20 Android device. The skin itself is lit, boys. It is fire. It is basically a blue motorcycle looking guy, Honor Guard Fortnite outfit. I think it looks amazing. It's not like I'm going to go out and get this phone just for the skin. Happy iPhone user here. But I mean, definitely, if you're getting a new phone, it might be worth looking at this. The skin is so cool. It reminds me so much of what Samsung did with their Galaxy skin and their tablet promotion. Definitely, it's along the same lines of that. This skin is literally so cool, I wish we could buy it in the item shop or get it through some other means. Instead of having to go and get this device, I'm not sure if it's a tablet or a phone, but regardless of whatever it is, most people are never going to get it, and it's going to be an exclusive, super rare skin. In the comment section down below, be sure to let me know your thoughts on this skin, and if there's even a slimmer of a chance that you would go and get this, device to unlock it. I know a lot of people went pretty crazy over that Galaxy skin, and I've actually seen a good number of Galaxy skins in games, so I know there are at least a decent amount of people who actually did the promotion through Samsung and got that, and this is very similar. So I wonder if we'll start to see this blue motorcycle guy in game anytime soon. If you've been keeping up with the Fortnite storyline so far this season, you'll know that it looks like there's some kind of a prisoner trapped inside of the dungeon underneath the castle at Polar Peak. That is basically what it's come down to. That room, the whole dungeon is basically almost able to be get into completely. The ice is melting down pretty rapidly. I got a tweet by my boy Edgar saying he did a trick to get a better view of the ice, and you can see very clearly from the top there are chains holding down the prisoner inside. Or at the very least, chains holding something down, holding something into place. Like I said in yesterday's upload, there have been lots of rumors and lots of talks about the prisoner being the Fire King, which would of course be the Ice King's arch nemesis that he froze. That would make sense as to why it's melting because, the magical properties of the Fire King would slowly melt the ice away, plus dragons inside of that dungeon not that far away from the ice would of course breathe fire. Everything lines up in that regard, so I wouldn't be too shocked if that's what actually happens. Regardless of who the prisoner is though, we're 99% sure there is some kind of a prisoner or something locked away underneath Polar Peak, and my bold guess, as I said in yesterday's video, is that it's going to be the Snowfall skin that's going to be unlockable in a few weeks. It looks like that very well may be the case based on history. I mean, look back in Season 4, the Visitor came out of the meteor, broke out of something that was there the whole time. It looks like this may be very similar to that, and if that's so, the Snowfall skin is going to be extremely crucial to the storyline, probably someone who's going to end up drastically changing the course of what's going on, either in a good or negative way. Obviously, whoever's in the ice is an enemy of the Ice King and of the Ice Throne, but we don't even know if the Ice King is good. We think he's bad, we think he is a bad guy based on what he's done to the map. He got angry and threw a storm over the entire map, so by that logic, I don't know how he could be good, so by, process of elimination, I guess that would make whoever's trapped inside the ice, the prisoner, the protagonist, or somebody who's trying to do the right thing and do good, as opposed to doing bad, like we think the Ice King is doing. What's really interesting about this whole situation is, like I said before, we just don't know any real backstory about any of these people, so really, anything is still on the table. All possibilities are open. Although we think the Ice King was doing something bad for the map, we don't know. What if by summoning that storm, he's trying his best to keep this prisoner locked away so they don't harm the map? It could be that. There are so many different angles to look at this from that is just hurting my brain, to be honest. I would love to hear what you think. Staying right on the topic of the Ice King, here's a tweet from my boy Yama's Llama, who actually said he noticed something inside of the Week 7 loading screen, and I have to agree. He says he thinks he sees magma or some kind of lava on the left side, which I could definitely buy. Looks very much like it could be, and then on the right, he says it looks something like a monster or a shark, and that's definitely something that sticks out to me. It looks like it definitely has a mouth and it's snarling, and it's something very vicious. Here's a zoom in on an HD quality image. You can tell it definitely looks like there are eyes, definitely looks like there's a mouth, and if we know Epic Games, we know they do not do coincidences, especially in a time where they're first revealing the Ice King in the storyline. This probably means something. I wonder if this is maybe a glimpse at the face of the dragon, or whatever's growing in those eggs right now. It very well could be. I mean, I don't know how close we are to them being hatched, but it can't be that much longer. I mean, this season has less than 40 days left. It seems like it just started with 80 days. Wow, where does the time go, man? It's crazy. 40 days might seem like a long time, but in reality, they got to get this show moving. There's a lot of things they got to answer before the end of the season. Probably going to have another live event, that would be my guess. Extremely excited about the future. Here's a zoom in on the other side of that loading screen so you can see what appears to be magma. I mean, regardless of what it is, it's definitely something. Something's in there. I mean, no other of these ice pillars around the throne are cracking in this manner, so you've got to at least look into it a little bit. If it does turn out to be magma or lava of some kind, that would be solid evidence for the Fire King being the one trapped inside the ice, especially if you look at it from a symbolic point of view. The prisoner, who we think is the Fire King, is trapped and chained up inside ice in the dungeon. This magma, which would represent the Fire King in this case, is also trapped inside of ice in the loading screen. Subtle hints like that, I think, really play a strong role in the storyline and really try to send a strong message. So, what do you think's gonna happen? Truly, there's so much to juggle right now between the eggs and the Ice King, the bunkers, the Snowfall skin, the Ice Queen storyline, where she came from. Oh man, there's just so much going on. Make sure to drop a like and subscribe to the video if you enjoyed it and you want to see more just like this. As a reminder, I'm uploading daily Fortnite content covering everything you need to know in the lore, news, updates, everything like that. I've got you covered. Thanks so much for watching the video. I really appreciate your time. I hope you have a great day, and I'll be sure to keep you updated if anything else happens. Thanks for watching the video. I'll catch you in another one very, very soon. And until that point, guys, I'll catch you later, and peace.